Hello and welcome to another tips and tricks video, this time for Valentine. So Valentine might be the most popular character for beginners in this game. If you're just trying out this game or you're interested in trying it out, there's a high chance you saw this character and said, I want to play this character. So I feel like it's my responsibility to warn you that Valentine is one of the most technical characters in this game. She requires quite a bit of execution if you want to do her most optimal things. If you don't want to do her most optimal things, it's not that bad. But if you do, it gets a little complicated and you won't be able to do those things right off the bat. You will need to put in some practice. I just wanted to warn you about that first. So the format in the video will be the same as the last one, in which I'll go through her most important normals, her specials, her supers, neutral ideas, reset ideas, defensive ideas, and team placement ideas. Of course, I will put the chapters in the video so it's easy for you to get there. So, what is special about her normals? Her normals, all of them, if not all of them, but most of all, have multi-hitting properties. Either you can repeat pressing the button like with jab, 1, 2, 3, up to 3 times, you can hit 3 times, or they already hit several times with one button press, like crouching medium punch. So this is really good for several reasons. Like with jab, it's super easy to confirm stray hits with your jab, like fast button, pretty good hitbox with how it goes, and 3 times, oh I hit, launcher, I go into my own thing, you know? And like buttons like crouching medium punch are really good in certain matchups, like with Big Band and Cerebella, because it hits 3 times and it goes, and against Beowulf too, it just goes through armor. Just whoop, it hits your armor, and you can start your thing. So on the ground, this buttons, medium punch, and your jab are pretty good. Your crouching light kick has also really good range. And her launcher steps forward, making it pretty consistent to confirm into even from far distances into launcher because of that. Like her legs actually have a hitbox, so that's pretty good. But what's mostly special about her normals are in the air, like this button. You probably have seen this button if you played this game. You probably have been hit by this button in neutral, because let me show you. Let's do this, and this. That's just a giant disjointed hitbox on the air. So there's a chance that you were trying to get in, Valentine jumped back and did this because it keeps her on the air for a little while longer, and you got hit and you got comboed. Or you got into the vortex and you died. There's a high chance you lost against this. Another one that's also kind of like that is like, oh, I'm jumping back, never mind, dash into medium punch. Medium punch is 10 frames, that's pretty fast considering how good it is for a medium punch in the air. Like Annie's, that kind of works the same as 16 frames. 6 frames is a lot. So jumping back in this and multi-hit, chances are you got hit by it by trying to enter carelessly and she counter hit you into a combo, vortex, you died. So these two buttons are the most dangerous, and one last and maybe least, but still super good, is her crouching jab, since it's 7 frames, like on par for jabs, but it's pretty good, it goes pretty far. Look at that. It's the same as others, but it goes pretty far. So chances are that if they're at this, like you're trying to enter on the air carelessly at like this range, she might have just jumped light punch and she counter hit you, and again vortex combo, you're dead. So those are her most important normals in my opinion. I will go more into how to use them in neutral, so if you want to skip to that you can, I guess. Then specials. She's got a bunch of specials. She's got the Savage Bypass. I don't know if that's the name of the super or not, but you know this thing. Light, medium, heavy. You know the usual. Light is faster but has less range. Medium It's a little slower, but has a little more range, and heavy having the most range and everything. This is usually used for combos. The one on the ground, you almost never really see it, except for certain synergies with Go and team placement ideas. But like in the air is when you mostly see them. Just be careful because this is unsafe. If you don't hit, if you get blocked or don't hit anything, you can get hit all the way up to the ground, like minus 72, that's a lot. But once you hit the ground, you can block. A lot of people don't realize this and try to punish when they hit the ground, when you can't. You have to hit Valentine in the air. Just keep that in mind. Another special is this one. Basically just a fireball. You know, same deal, light, medium, heavy. And just be careful with it because it's minus 9 on block. So if you like ending block strings with this, all of them are minus 9. So if you end a block string with this and they didn't push block, that's a full punish. Everyone has a punish for a minus 9 frame situation. So be careful with that. You will probably use it the most on the air. Again, same deal. Light, medium, heavy. You'll probably see it most. You can just do it one time on the air. You cannot do it several times like double jump. Cannot do it again. Just one time. Keep that in mind. And her other special is Vial. You can charge a Vial up to 3 times, and there are 3 types of Vials. Again, each one of them is stronger. The more charge you have the Poison Vial. And the way you do this one is the same as a Fireball, but you have to hold the button. If you have a charge Vial and you don't hold it, normal Shoryuken. But if you hold it, Vial. There's the Poison Vial, you know, poison. There's the Hit Stun Vial, which at higher charges, it actually gets rid of a little bit of the Undizzy bar, allowing you to do bigger combos. And again, look at that. That was a combo. That's insane. So you can do... Not a lot of people use this necessarily, but the best Valentines do have setups to charge it up. And when you get hit, you get into this custom combo that it's insane, does insane amount of damage. DHC, you're dead. It's crazy. And the one that I hate the most is the Brazil Vial. Once you hit with this Vial, you're sent to Brazil. By that I mean you have lag on your buttons if you're hit by this Vial. You have less lag with just 1 charge, more lag with 2 charge, the most lag with 3 charge. You're sent to Brazil, you're lagging, you can't block mix-ups anymore, so you're mashing. A lot of the Valentines know you're mashing, so they just block and super punish you. It's crazy. So this is pretty dangerous, and in a lot of synergies it's pretty easy to set it up, and you get into a vortex that's basically impossible to block and you die. So now supers. So she has basically 4 supers. One of them you don't really see that much. Like one super being this one. You usually see the super for a damage ending or reversal, because this is invincible frame 1. I'm doing it wrong? Yeah, there you go. Invincible frame 1. So it's a pretty good to mash out, and you can also do it in the air. And I'm doing it wrong, but there you go, invincible frame 1. And it has a pretty good hitbox, so you might catch a lot of people doing that. The other one is the Dio throw scalpels thing. You know, does quite a bit of damage, but if all of them don't hit, they don't. You usually see this as a mash on the air. I'm gonna go to that later, but you can do it in the air. You can use your other specials to combo with it. It's a little hard in certain angles, but most of the time once you hit with this, you can combo from it. So those are her supers. And then level 3, you got this one, just regular hit super into this. If you don't hold down to kick buttons, it lasts that long, but if you hold them down, I'm pretty sure they were kick buttons. Let's see. Oh, it wasn't kick buttons. I guess it was punch button. But hold down a punch button? Please be the punch button. Yeah, hold down a punch button. And after level 3, as you could see, you charge a vial automatically. You charge 1 level of vial. And it depends on which punch button you hold. Is the one you charge, you know, with light, poison, medium, hit stun, and heavy Brazil. And her last super, which you actually need 3 levels. Where's the meter? Here's the meter. Is this. You don't really do a lot of damage with this for a level 5. But what this does is if you have a downed opponent and they're like lying here, let's say, and you do this, you bring them back to life with like 25 or 30% life, I don't remember. But it's like a second life, second line. It's pretty crazy. That's why it costs 5 bars though. And you're not gonna see it that often. Valentine does like to use bars, but you will see it sometimes. Sometimes it's really good. Now, up to neutral ideas. I'm gonna combine specials and normals into this because she excels in neutral, this character. It's a little complicated, you need to be really experienced in your matchups, but Valentine does excel in the matchup department. Like, look, this, it's pretty hard to go against this, and if you try to wait it out, like I'll tell you, oh, you wait it out, you got hit by a vial or by a shuriken, or like the super jump this, and then dash forward. It's crazy. A lot of Valentines will be doing this, jumping back and catching you with this, and once you try to get in, like, let's say, oh, you got hit, combo, that's a confirm. And this confirm is once again really tough to confirm with. Like, you need to be really good, on point with your game. This is one of the reasons why Valentine is not that beginner friendly. Try to confirm this, put the opponent to block at random. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not a Valentine main. I have tried to be a Valentine main, but it's hard. And it really depends on your team how much you can get out of her. Let's try again. See, it's kind of like a hard read most of the time, actually. You need to be very experienced to do it. So, you know, a lot of Valentines jump back, super jump back to this, super jump, or just double jump, this, and then this. You know, you have a double jump and a dash. You have both. Whoop, double jump, dash. And your back dash in the air is like a jump backward. So, whoop, whoop, whoop. So, whoop, 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 whoop. It's hard to catch her, you know? Super hard to catch her. And this is something a lot of Valentines do, like from here when they have bar, because you can go into this and throw the scalpels. The scalpels are super safe on the air. You cannot punish scalpels. Well, you can in certain situations, but it's basically, oh, I hit, or like, oh, whiff, never mind. And because you can cancel with specials into super, you can do that. That's like a way for Valentines to get in for free. And like, if it gets blocked, let's just say it got blocked. Whoop, whoop. I'm out of there again. It's crazy. Or whoop. Oh, you tried to do something there? Oh, I hit you with the shuriken right below me. She is crazy at the neutral, but you're required to know your matchups pretty well to get the most out of them. Okay, so these are neutral ideas. Reset ideas. The resets are not that hard, actually. This is one of the most popular ones, where you dash, jab into medium, kick, and then heavy punch. The heavy punch whiffs, getting you to the ground faster, and then you can cross under or fakely cross under. Show you. Cross under, again the 3 jabs for these to confirm. Fake cross under, you got hit, and then you can try to do also something cheeky like this. The easiest way to do an overhead with Eliza, the fastest, is backdash and then press forward. the backdash and immediately forward goes into the air dash, and then you can do the instant overhead. It's not as fast as Phileas, but it's still pretty fast. So like you can just be like call an assist, get in and go for the overhead and go into your thing. You can also do this overhead, and if you hold it a little bit, it's a cross up against most characters, which you can do something cheeky like this. Let's say jump this, and this button messes up people because it's supposed to be a cross under like that. So what Valentine does for real is scramble your brain. Like there you go, I did one where it was on the same side, one where it was on the other side, but if the opponent is crouching, it goes immediately into the cross up, and you can just like go into a low and mess them up like that. What Valentine does is she scrambles your brain. She is doing so many things that your brain is not keeping up that you're gonna get hit. So this is some of the things she can do. Mid-screen she can also go for something like this. I'm not that familiar with how it goes. There we go. Classic cross-up from a combo. And on the corner, here's another one of the reasons she is not beginner friendly. For her optimal route on the corner, you need to be able to tiger knee this that close to the ground. If you cannot do that close to the ground, this is gonna be hard because you're supposed to do this. And as you saw, I missed it. I haven't practiced that much, but there we go. You should be able to do that pretty consistently. And once you do that, you can go into something like this. Again, this is not easy. It's with enough practice, you can do it consistently. Overhead, cross up, or I could have just landed on the ground and done the low. You know, again, scramble your brain. She scrambles brain. You can do that, but again, a little difficult. So those are reset ideas. So for defensive ideas, again, you can be mashing this like with Philia. The thing is, this one is better than Philia's on mash, but because it's better than Philia's, Gregor Samson, you can't combo from it. Unless you have a DHC on your back, which then this becomes a really good match into DHC. But on the air, a lot of people will be mashing this, because even if it's not invincible frame 1, it takes 2 frames for it to kick, for the invincibility to kick in. Making resets on the air to be frame tight is pretty difficult. So even top players will mash this. Oh, you hit, combo. You know? So it's pretty good mash in the air. On the ground, this is mostly punish for... you won't really see this unless you are like full screen. They call an assist carelessly and then you punish the assist. Maybe into a safe DHC or something to just, or maybe on safe just to make sure you kill the DHC, you know? This is... most of her defensive ideas come from the mashing. She has a double jump, so you can actually just try to double jump some resets in the air. That would work. And she doesn't have a DP, so you need a bar to actually reversal, which is still good to be able to reversal with just one bar. And team placement ideas, Valentine is usually point. She isn't really in the back, and the reason why is because her assists are not that good. Like the 2 recommended assists are crouching medium kick, just a normal button, and throw. It used to be throw because her throw used to be the fastest in the game when this game was like in the first versions, but then they normalized the throws and all throws are 12 frames now. Even her throw, she doesn't have the fastest throw in the game anymore. A lot of people like to use the bypass, which might be heavy or medium. Medium usually for what it is. It can work, but it's basically just a soft bar version of like Hairball or the Drill or Theonite Beam or Big Band Sponge or Bella Sponge, you know. But if you see a Valentine, like a really good Valentine, chances are that either Bella with Excella Bella or Big Band with A-Train are on the team. And why is that, you may be asking? Because, oh, hit? I'm bad at it, but you saw the idea, right? Like, I go, I'm bad at this, sorry. But basically, the idea is you can just do your normal combo with that. And you already charge 2 vials. This is what people do a lot of the times with... And then I go into this. And then continue the combo, hit you with the 2 charge Brazil vial into the vortex, go into it again, and you die in a vortex which you cannot block. Happens the same with... Actually, I guess it was supposed to be light or medium for Big Band, but it's the same idea. You just use the medium one. Same idea. It, you know, that takes so long. You go. Or, you know, even if it's just one, you can do. It's fine. You can actually do it. I think you can actually do it with heavy, but I don't know the timing. But that's the idea. You get your charge, your normal setups and everything, and that's why you see Valentine with either of those 2 assists. It's just super strong. So, and because of her assists not being that good, like I told you, like just a subpar version of better assist, like the other neutral assist, you have this, which is not bad. When in hit is pretty good, and you can use it for other setups, but in neutral there are just so much better options, you know. So that would be it for team placement. If you see someone playing Valentine, someone good, you will usually see her on point. And even if they don't have the assists that I showed you, the Bella or the Big Band assist, there are good Valentines that do that. There's actually a good ass solo Valentine. Solo Valentine is also scary. But again, she requires good matchup knowledge and pretty good execution. Let me show you another type of execution. You're gonna be able to do this consistently. I didn't do it in my first try here. Again, I haven't been practicing. You should be able to do this with enough practice. But this is an optimal regular BMB. This is like her BMB, optimal BMB. You need to be able to do that consistently. And same in the corner, both sides of the corner being able to do this one. I didn't do it, again, first try. It's not easy. I messed it up, but the first part is the hardest part. It's not easy to do it. Again, Valentine is not beginner friendly. Be careful. You could just do unoptimal things. That's fine. If you don't want to be doing the optimal things, just have fun. This is a game. The point is to have fun. But I just have to warn you that if you're one of those that want to do optimal things and you're new to the game, Valentine is gonna has more of a learning curve than most of the other characters in this game. So thank you for watching. I hope you like this video. Let me know what you think. Again, it's a long video. Try to do it shorter, but what can you do? I will see you next time.